This is Pennsylvania's abandoned turnpike. And the moment that I heard about it, I put it on my bucket list. I said, what? There's a stretch of the turnpike that was actually abandoned? The thought of being able to walk in the middle of the Pennsylvania Turnpike without getting arrested kind of appealed to me. So, Saturday morning after leaving work, I drove the 4 hours from the New York, New Jersey area to where my GPS pointed me, the abandoned stretch of the Pennsylvania Turnpike. It stretches for 13 miles. I didn't walk the 13 miles. In fact, I stayed pretty much in the same area where I took these videos. Basically, the background on all this is that the turnpike, which Pennsylvania claims to be America's first superhighway, opened back in 1940, which may explain why the lanes, you could see they were probably wider originally. There's an overgrowth, but the lanes are relatively narrow as compared to lanes today. But at any rate, the turnpike went through several mountains. There are tunnels, and even the current turnpike takes you through tunnels, through various mountains. There were 3 of them that would get bottlenecked all the time. And they decided, well, we have 2 options. We can widen the tunnels to relieve the bottleneck, or we could reroute the turnpike around those mountains and create a new 13-mile stretch of the turnpike. And that's exactly what they did, because they believed that that would be a lot less money. So if you go to either of the areas which your GPS might suggest you can go to find the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike, and the one I went to put me in the middle of a state forest. And interestingly, while it said, "You are here," I looked around and I thought, what? I'm here? What are you talking about? I see nothing. And so I had to get out and explore and go through a muddy, because it had been raining, wooded area. Cheers. In order to find what I was looking for. But I did. As you will see, no motor vehicles are allowed, but bicycles are certainly welcomed. Before I came out, I thought about taking my bike out of the van and riding a segment of the abandoned turnpike, but they said that there was some of the people who have posted said there was a lot of glass on the roadway, so I decided not to do that. No highway signs, by the way, but somebody was kind enough to point to a parking area, which is exactly where I parked, and I was able to use that as a highway sign to cut back through the woods and find my car. That's actually not the way I came in, because even though I was parked so close to the abandoned turnpike, I didn't realize I was that close. So I took a little circuitous route to get to it. Anyway, there are 2 tunnels. You can walk to the tunnels. You can walk through the tunnels. I didn't go that far, but you have to take a flashlight if you do it. So I can scratch this one, the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike, off of my bucket list. So have Van will travel. My next stop is going to be the Lost Peninsula of Michigan. Hope you enjoyed this. Peace out.